Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this afternoon I have a really relaxed Be Layered sampler set to sniff with you guys, and I'm going to tell you which ones I think are full bottle worthy and which ones I really don't like. So as you guys know, Layered is a company that makes their own original creations. They also make some inspired fragrances, and the really good thing about Layered is that everything that they make is usually very long lasting. It has excellent performance, and there's one or two here, one for sure that I think is full bottle worthy. So if you guys are interested in seeing what that is, then stay tuned. Also, if you haven't subscribed, definitely make sure to hit the big red button so that you don't miss any more of our Halloweens for the rest of October. Okay, so this is just going to be a really casual video, you guys, and this is kind of my setup that I have here right now. I have a few samples from Be Layered that I wanted to share with you guys. This is the second time I've ordered from Be Layered before. Many of you guys know that I already have one full bottle from Be Layered, and that is the First Kiss Exclusive, which is supposed to be a dupe for Delina Exclusive, which I also have. And to date, this has been my favorite Layered fragrance, although now that I have the real thing, I don't know how long I'm going to hold on to this one. They smell pretty similar, but I do prefer the original. It just has a little bit more of a creamy, kind of a more well-blended, less sharp, less pungent kind of a smell to it, although this is still beautiful and I still love this. And this one I do get a lot of compliments on when I wear it. So I might just hang on to this one even though I have the real Delina Exclusive. But I just kind of wanted to show that to you for a reference. So I have all of the samples sitting here on the edge of the table with their respective papers. So this isn't going to be an unboxing, and it's not really a first impression because I've kind of been coming back and smelling them for the last little bit, and I've kind of made up in my head which ones I think are full bottle worthy and which ones I don't love. So yeah, and some of these are maybe some of the less popular ones, like I don't have First Kiss in here because I've already tried First Kiss, and I don't have First Kiss Exclusive because I already have the real one. So some of these might be a little bit less popular, but that's why I wanted to try them. So if you've never ordered from Be Layered before, this is the kind of package that they come in. They come very well wrapped and very well protected from the elements. One of them had leaked a tiny little bit, but not much. Which is pretty good because they came all the way from California all the way up here to Canada, so pretty good. I also have all of the notes written down here, and I also made some notes about what I think they smell like, and I also rated them out of 10. So the first one that I have here is Norma Jean, and this one is supposed to be inspired by Rose Prick, and it doesn't actually say that on the website, but people have commented saying that it smells like Rose Prick, and in the commentary, the company actually says that a lot of people prefer this one to Rose Prick. So obviously it's supposed to be somewhat similar. And the notes that you have in here is rose, tonka bean, patchouli, peppers, and that's it. That's all they have listed. So just rose, tonka bean, patchouli, and peppers. And this one, I have to say, is not one of my favorites. It's okay. I'm getting actually quite a lot of patchouli with it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I haven't tried the real Rose Prick from Tom Ford, and I've heard that the real Rose Prick has not very good performance, and especially for the price tag, it's like over $400 for a bottle, so I would not be purchasing this one. I'm really glad that I didn't buy a full bottle, and I'm really glad that I didn't blind buy Rose Prick. If it smells anything like this, it's okay. Not my favorite though. I know a lot of people really do like this one, but if you have similar taste to me, this is, I don't know, it's just not that good. So yeah, for this one, I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's kind of like a spicy patchouli rose, really. That's all I'm getting, and I just don't really care for it. So the next one we have here is Stinky Rose, and that is not a really nice name for a perfume. Yeah, it's one of those ones that I just thought, Stinky Rose, why on earth would I want to like smell like Stinky Rose or order Stinky Rose? So I almost didn't even get this one, but I thought I would try a sample because a lot of people, I heard lots of good things about this one. So according to the website, all that's in here is rose and musk. I can't find it on Fragrantica, so I don't know if it's just that new or if they just haven't added it to the database, but all that you can find for notes on this one is rose and musk. And actually, you guys, this is my favorite one out of all of them today. This is very pretty. This has, it's almost got like a, almost has like a niche vibe to it. This is one of their original creations, so it's not supposed to be inspired by anything. It almost like has an Arabic vibe, but at the same time it almost reminds me of Delina. It has a similar kind of a vibe to the original Delina, not Delina Exclusive, but if you took out the incense and you took out the lychee and the rhubarb and you just left kind of that soft, musky, rosy base, this is so pretty, you guys. This reminds me of almost like Rosa Nobile sort of meets like Rose d'Araby from I think it's the Armani Privé line. I believe they have a rose oud kind of a scent. It's just a really beautiful musky rose and it's so pretty, you guys. So the notes that I wrote down for this one was that it reminds me of Delina, and I also gave it an 8 out of 10. But the more I go back and smell it, I'm almost thinking it's almost like a 9 out of 10. Oh, it's so pretty. It's really giving me a niche rose fragrance vibe. So I do definitely recommend, highly recommend checking out Stinky Rose. Definitely check this one out. This for me would be full bottle worthy. Next we have Seductive Tuberose, and this one is a original creation and all that's in here is tuberose. So I think the reason I ordered this one is because I wanted to see what it would smell like all by itself without anything else mixed in, because tuberose for me can be very polarizing. I either really love tuberose in a fragrance or I really don't like tuberose. It kind of depends how they've done it. This one is strong with a capital S. This is the strongest one out of the batch today. And you can imagine what this smells like because this is just straight tuberose. That's all that's in this one. Ooh, and it is strong. Oh my gosh, it's, I don't care for it. Like from a distance, if I just like do this like far away from my nose, it's okay. I think maybe to layer it would be okay, but I certainly would not get a full bottle of this because it's strong, bubblegummy, just very, very, very strong, sweet, almost like a cough syrupy kind of a tuberose, and I don't care for it. No, it's too strong for me. Don't like it. I gave this one a 1 out of 10. Like I say, if you layered it with something else, if you really liked tuberose and you were just trying to give it like a tuberose twist and you put one tiny spray of this with something else, it might be okay. But by itself, I would never wear it, and it's too strong for me. I don't think I would layer this with anything. I have a hard enough time as it is with tuberose fragrances, let alone having it by itself. But anyways, now I'm wondering why I even ordered this one. But this one for sure is not a love. Next we have one called Pure Love, and this one is also an original creation. So the notes in this one is tuberose, ylang ylang, mandarin, agave syrup, woody notes, musk, and vanilla. And this one I gave a 7.5, possibly an 8 out of 10. So this was one of the ones I liked more out of this batch. And this is pretty. This is, it's a nice, pleasant kind of a woody, musky floral. I don't know if I would buy a full bottle of it though. I don't like it as much as the Stinky Rose. It's pretty though. It's kind of along the lines of something like Ralph Lauren Woman, but if you added a little bit more vanilla. So it's very floral. It's very feminine, like super, super feminine floral. And then it's got like a nice woodiness to it and that sweet kind of agave syrup and vanilla, and it is nice. I think I liked the opening more than I like the dry down. But this one is one of my favorites from the batch today, but I'm not going to buy a full bottle of this one because I don't love it quite enough to have a full bottle. By the way, you guys, I'm still quite stuffed up, so if I sound like I have a cold, it's because I do. So next we have Bella the Irresistible, and this one is an inspired fragrance. It's supposed to be similar to Cassili from Perfumes de Marly, and this one has red currant, rose, floral notes, plum, mimosa, sandalwood, and tonka bean. And what I wrote down for this one was that this is a little bit more complex. It's bright, it smells purple and pink, and it's fruity. So that's what I said. It's not my favorite scent out of all of these ones. This one is quite fruity. I'm getting a lot of red currant, a lot of plum. It smells bright and fruity, and it's pleasant. I haven't smelt the original Cassili, so I can't compare it to that one. But I'm sure it probably smells very similar because all of their dupes smell quite similar. Maybe not 100%, but they do smell quite similar. Yeah, so I don't love this one, but that's only because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of berries and fruity perfumes, and I doubt that I would even like the Cassili from Perfumes de Marly just because I'm not a bright fruity person. So Anyways, this one I gave a 5 out of 10. This is one of my least favorite out of the batch today. So next we have Mia's Blend. This one also gets a lot of really good commentary all over social media, so I was really excited to try this one. And this is also an original creation. Oh my gosh, my voice sounds so bad, you guys. So this has tonka bean, vanilla, lavender, and almond. And the notes that I wrote down for this one on first sniff was unisex, soft, warm, spicy, relaxing, yummy, and bedtime. So that is kind of my thoughts that I had for this one. And it's nice. Definitely a lot of almond. It's a lot of almond and lavender. It's simple, it's not a complex fragrance, doesn't change a whole lot. And it does smell quite unisex to me. Honestly, I think this would almost be nicer on a man. I think this would be a great bedtime scent. I don't think it's full bottle worthy for myself just because I won't wear it often enough. I don't think I'd wear this during the day. Yeah, I do really like it, but I don't think I'd wear it. So I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I don't think I would buy a full bottle. And finally, we have the one I was most excited to try, and this is Sunshine Vibes. So this one is supposed to be a dupe for Amouage Sunshine. And as you guys know, I've been dying to get my hands on a decant of Amouage Sunshine. I actually think I have a decant coming in the mail, like a real one. But I thought I may as well try this one because I know that historically Laird has made very, very similar dupes. And the notes that you have in here is osmanthus, almond, vanilla, white tobacco, blackcurrant, artemisia, papyrus, juniper, patchouli, magnolia, and jasmine. So it does have very similar notes to the real Amouage Sunshine. And the notes that I wrote for this one is bright, happy, and tobacco. So it is a happy, sunshiny, summery kind of a fragrance. I do get a lot of white tobacco. It's okay. It has a bit of a woodiness to it almost. So I don't know if it's just this one that I'm not in love with. Just because I don't love this one doesn't mean I wouldn't love Amouage Sunshine. So I still would like to try the real Amouage Sunshine in a decant, but I definitely would not be getting a full bottle of this one, at least not yet. If I try this on my skin and it's a little bit different, then perhaps, but so far this is not one of my favorites. And I gave this one a 7.5 out of 10. I actually prefer the opening more than the dry down. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it on my skin and see how it goes, but so far this one is not full bottle worthy for me. Okay, so these are my first, second, and third place. These are the ones that I like the best out of today's batch. So in first place we have Stinky Rose, and again, this is a really beautiful musky rose scent that reminds me a little bit of Delina. It also has a bit of a niche vibe. I think this one's definitely full bottle worthy. Second place, I have Pure Love, and again, this is just a really pleasant, woody, floral scent. And I don't think I'm going to get a full bottle of it though, because I don't love it enough to get a full bottle, but out of all the ones today, this one takes my second favorite spot. And then in my third favorite, we have Mia's Blend. And this one is the relaxing unisex lavender almond scent. And again, I don't think I'll be getting a full bottle because I don't love it and I don't think I would wear it. But this Stinky Rose, you guys, totally giving me niche vibes. This one smells like something Acqua di Parma would make, and it smells expensive, and it's just beautiful. It's really well blended. It's kind of ironic that they call it Stinky Rose because it doesn't stink at all. It's actually really, really nice. Okay, and that is pretty much it for today's video, guys. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, do head on over and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next Halloween.